Hello guys, welcome to the channel and my first YouTube video, my 2022 productivity setup tour. Up first we have the FlexiSpot back support office chair BS10. Now I've had this chair since March time of this year. At the time of receiving the chair I was using it for daily work and it was a big upgrade from the old IKEA chair that I was using. It's fully adjustable, headrest, armrest, they adjust it at different angles, different heights. It's amazing. It has a smooth tilt system, which is great as I do tend to throw myself back in the chair at least 50 times in a day. It's also absolutely awesome when I'm playing on the Xbox because as you can see it has a lock-in function, which I will tilt back, lock myself in and play some games for a little while. I'm very happy with it. And at the desk, I feel like this chair helps give you great posture. Add in a footrest to bring your feet up and you could really sit like this for hours. My desk of choice for this setup is from Active Desk. It's a fully adjustable sit-stand desk with memory settings so you can save your sit and stand heights, then at a touch of a button it will go to those heights. A great accessory I have for this desk is this drawer to store random stuff in. Multiple USB-C cables, as you can see. This amazing battery pack from Hypershop for when I'm working on the go or in the garden to help keep my MacBook charged. This is a nifty little 14-inch touchscreen portable monitor from UPerfect Monitor that I use in the garden. A sunshade for the MacBook, for when it's sunny of course. And this, which is a 16-inch additional screen from LG that came with my LG Gram. There'll be a video on this coming soon. Something that gets a lot of attention is my iPad setup. Now I use my iPad to control Spotify, watch films or sports. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see me coding away whilst I have the match on or Star Wars playing in the background. It's just two simple little mounts with two screws in each and the iPad just slots in comfortably. And then it kind of looks like a media control unit. And if you're into your smart home stuff, you can use the iPad to control your lights and anything else that you might have around the house. I also have a handy charging cable down the side to keep the iPad charged at all times. The Spider-Man print was one of the first additions I made to this setup when building it. I saw it in a local shop called Home Sense that we have here in the UK, and as soon as I saw it I knew I had to have it. Absolutely love it, and I think it slots in nicely amongst my setup. The shelf here above my setup contains a fake hanging plant that I got from IKEA. These absolutely amazing Star Wars prints that I got from Amazon, which are apparently a fake of a certain author, but I can't give you the name of who. And then of course the Star Wars Lego heads. Star Wars and Legos, two things that you can't go wrong with. Lighting your setup is important, and these wall-mounted lights are the triangle panels from Colorlight. These are fantastic and fully customizable. I tend to just stick with a nice bright white light, and I do have them on both during the day and night. This guy needs no introduction. A fan's favourite right here. Now this cool little mini PC is actually a Bluetooth speaker. It's from the guys over at Davoom, and this was sent out to me a good while ago. It's a pretty nice little addition to have to your setup. It comes with an app to play around with, and you can sort of customise the pictures that it shows on the screen. It also has some amazing clicky keys. I don't really use it to listen to music, I just think it looks cool to have at your desk. Now this is something I receive a question about at least daily. This is an Echo Show 5. It's essentially just an Alexa but with a screen. I think it's great though. I use it to control all the lights in my room. You can use it to answer the doorbell and check your security cameras. So if you're too busy at the desk, you can answer the door and make sure that you never miss any of your deliveries. I also often use it as a Pomodoro timer. You've probably seen these before. Everyone seems to have them now, but for a good reason. This is the BenQ Halo screen bar, and it's an absolute must for any setup in my opinion. Day or night, these are fantastic at lighting up your setup, which helps reduce eye strain and you don't get any glaring off your monitor. My iMac sits on a high-rise stand from 12 South. These look great in my opinion in this gunmetal grey, and it has a handy little storage compartment where I keep things out of sight. Like my Apple Watch charger and lightning cable to connect my iPhone to the Mac for when I'm building apps and want to test them on my phone. I love the way it looks and I love how it sits at the desk. Super solid as well, really heavy, awesome build quality. The webcam of choice at the moment is this AI webcam from Lumina. I'll be honest, I haven't got round to using this much, other than the initial setup. I don't really tend to use this setup for meetings as I mostly use my MacBook for that, but it does look great and I think it fits in well with the overall theme of the setup. The secondary monitor here is from LG and it's a 4K 24-inch panel. The model number is 24UD58. It's a great panel with a pretty solid colour match to the iMac, which is always going to be tough, given how great the iMac screen is. It sits on a monitor arm that I got from Amazon. It's nothing special, but it does the job. I like having the monitor set up in portrait. It helps reduce some space taken up on the desk, and being 24 inches, it's wide enough to fit a browser window comfortably. I usually have the browser open here, from whatever I'm working on. Then I'll have Spotify open at the bottom, and maybe Slack at the top of the monitor. Plus, it's a great option if you wanted to see all your code in the editor. You can pretty much see the full code of a component and have enough room to see your terminal. Plus, you got to admit, it does look pretty cool like this. This is how I mostly work. I have my code editors in front of me, as it's what I'll be looking at for most of the time. Then I have the browser to my right, sometimes opening a fresh window on the iMac if I'm working on some sort of responsiveness for a website and I need to stretch the screen slightly bigger, but otherwise this is a pretty solid setup and it works for me. The setup is driven by my 2019 iMac and I use it to edit videos, browse the web, but more importantly, I use it to code on. I build websites or apps. Seems I have the new Mac OS Ventura update ready to go, but I'll do that after this recording. So, it's a 2019 model, 3.1 GHz, 6 core Intel i5, 24 GB of RAM, and a Radeon Pro 575X. I connect the secondary monitor via a Thunderbolt to HDMI, and I have 1 TB of storage. Now, I get a lot of hate, and I'm not sure why, but I use the Magic Mouse and keyboard, and I have done since the day I bought this iMac. I have zero complaints on either, I have no problems with my wrist or hand, and I honestly think they're amazing and very comfortable. So, there we have it, my 2022 productivity setup and my first YouTube video. I hope you've enjoyed watching. I'll have all the links listed below for all the items that I've spoke about in this video. If there's anything else that you'd like to know, please drop it in the comments and I'll reply to each and every one of you. It would be amazing if you could drop a like on the video and subscribe if you'd like to see more of this. But for now, have a good day and I hope to see you soon. Take care, folks.